there's the lazy kitty, also Edmund, which sometimes I spell with a U, but in my children's story, I spell it with an O, Edmund, and that's the farmer's cat in the children's story. Welcome to May 24th. It is a wonderful day outside. There he goes, he's stretching. I'm gonna head off to Apple, so welcome to the Please Subscribe show. I'm Cole Spivey, your host, moi, and we'll see you there. All right, we're dealing with all sevens, 177,777 miles on the speedometer, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's May 24th, 2023. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. I'm going to Apple to upload all the shows for the Willow Bin thing. So I'm gonna have to edit there, and I might show something, I don't know, like maybe an Apple product, an iPad Pro, maybe an iPhone, an Apple Watch thing, which looks really neat. And to me, Apple's just like a big playground, so it's like a fun little relaxing thing. They've got good air conditioning. For some reason, they don't use a lot of wall outlets, so not all the devices get charged. There's like thousands of devices, but hundreds of them. I don't know if it's hundreds. I've never counted. That's a good thing to do. I may count today. It's like 50 different products that are being displayed or more. Everything from an iPad to an iPad Air, I guess, is different. Then you got a desktop, like an Apple desktop, and then an iMac. You got the MacBook. You've got Apple Watch. Just all these different Apple products that are just being displayed. So they run out of wall outlets. They don't have enough wall outlets to display everything. So a lot of times what they do is they put them on battery, and they plug the Apple to this battery device that's along the wall to keep it going a little longer. Sometimes you'll go up to an iPad Pro or something, it'll be turned off because they can't really charge it all day. Anyway, we're headed there now. It's the university store, which is the TCU hangout, and we're gonna do some editing while we're there. And I may look at the iMovie. They have a iMovie editor that's different on the desktop. So the Macintosh computer has a desktop. It looks a little different. It looks more complex. All right, this is the university branch. I think it's 314 or something like that.
Yeah, sorry. Yours is on top, right?
Looking at charging phones. This one has a magnet end right here. Probably on a charger. This one has a different end right here. It's not the same. Two are different.
See, you plug into your iPad.
Like this right here? So it does not use this.
No.
They use some. It's different. Okay, I didn't know that. Look at it right here.
Okay.
So what does it do exactly?
They were trying to go around with
It just goes like that? Could you show me?
I'm sorry?
Could you show me if you know that it's charging? And you're saying iPhone 10 and up?
Yeah, but MagSafe is only 12 and up.
What's that mean?
So there's two types of wireless charging. The MagSafe is what connects through the magnetic ring that's built into iPhone 12 and above. Then there's the Qi charging, which is 10 and up.
So that is
So it just
charging.
doesn't magnetize.
So
yeah, like my phone is MagSafe, and I can just throw it on here.
Okay, so what does this kind of charging do for what phones?
The MagSafe is
Yes.
iPhone 12 and up.
Okay, so you're saying wireless charging would work on an iPhone, let's say like these will right here.
Lay it on there and charge it.
These will just magnetize on the charge. All right, she's going to show me an example of like your iPhone 11 charging wireless. Oh, you don't want to be able, you're not, it's just right here. So what do you call it? I thought there was a name. There's mag though, right?
Yeah, so wireless charging.
But you said mag is what is more advanced.
MagSafe is the new one for
MagSafe.
iPhone 12 and above. And then
What do you
wireless
call it for iPhone 11?
wireless charging. There's
Just wireless straight
there's
up,
different
okay.
kinds of charging.
Got it. So you have none of these in the store?
I can double check to see if I have any in stock.
Yeah, see if you have any in stock that would be for iPhone 11 and up. It's not an Apple product, it's Deltone. Okay, so I got some information from Apple. I looked at some of the charging stuff for the iPhone 14 Pro. It has like a MagSafe charger, which if you've got like an iPhone 11 or lower, or iPhone 12 or lower, I think you have to do like a wireless charger, which is a little bit different than the MagSafe. But also, here's another thing too. He said that if you're with a company like, let's say like Verizon, or I think they do another company, AT&T, and you have special business deals with them, they can't transfer it over always if you just choose Apple only. So if you choose Apple only and they get you hooked up with AT&T or Verizon or something like that, they don't always match it if it has like a business account. So you want to go to probably your service provider like Verizon or AT&T and then ask them, if I switch over and I just get the phone here at Apple, is it going to affect my business account? So you want to kind of figure that out. Anyway, I got to head out and I'm going to pick up some food and drop it off at your doorstep. All the way from Oklahoma. By the miracle of God and of course Apple. I'm not talking about the fruit of good and evil either, but I was able to get a lot of it uploaded. Actually, all of it. It didn't trick me this time, okay? And I'm re-downloading YouTube. It did not trick me this time. So what it does, let me get on selfie. It's very difficult to explain. Oh, anything about YouTube, you know about Manager, right? You go under Manager and you can see your footage being uploaded. You can also do weird things in Manager that you can't do just on the outside of YouTube, just looking in on your channel. So when you get into Manager, and you have to be in your account to do it and everything like that, you're gonna see that certain, especially if you upload like 9 videos like I do, I know I'm crazy. But I'm also not crazy, and then some people have called me a genius, so I don't know. But let me just put it this way. When you're in Manager, you're gonna have uploads going on, okay? It's gonna say like 1% uploaded, or it's gonna say 10% uploaded, or it's gonna go 50% uploaded, or it's gonna say 80% uploaded, or it's gonna say 100% uploaded, and then it's gonna go into processing. There's 3 different sections that it goes through. First, it preps. When you're doing a YouTube, it's gonna prep. It's gonna be called preparing. Then it gets to the next section, which is called upload. Then it'll upload from 0 to 100%. Not done yet though, because then you got to go to processing. 3 different things: preparing, uploading, and processing. Now, if it ever just says waiting, don't delete anything. If it says waiting, ... chill, just chill. Go to the outside page where the public would see it, where everybody would see it. Get out of Manager and go over to the outside page and look at it, and you'll see it's uploaded. Don't panic. Then, so it doesn't confuse you and make it look like a duplicate that's processing, and if you erase that duplicate that's processing, supposedly, it'll erase the original footage, and then you're out of it. You don't have it, you can't access it. Then what you do is this. Delete your YouTube, the whole thing. Delete the app, and then re-download it, or however you say, what do you call it when you download it? Download it, and then it'll all be fixed. It'll all be dry. It'll all look fine. I just did it myself. Get it? So that's how you want to do it when you're dealing with YouTube. It's very difficult at times. You can lose footage. And I don't know, I'm at 1,688 or 1,687 1,680 something of edited vlogs. They're all edited. That's why the PSS means it's edited. It's another thing. It also means postscript, scriptum. It also means the please subscribe show. And welcome to the please subscribe show. Please subscribe. I'm trying to help some people understand that you can lose footage because it looks like it's processing. It's already processed, and it looks like it hasn't quite posted, or it looks like something, okay? But the video usually is already there at the point of processing, but it processes all 100%, and then it'll just put it up there. Then you're good to go. If you delete it and it still looks like it's processing, it'll delete the one below it, which is the matching one. And it can even have a compressed number too, so it can have a different number. It can be very confusing very quick if you do it too quick. I do everything from the phone, so I'd have to like show you from maybe my computer and show you exactly what this glitch is. And it's not really a glitch, but it looks like something that it's not. So you lose footage and you delete it. And then if you don't have it on your phone, then it's, like I said, erased from existence for forever. We're at Clear Forks picking up some Luna grill. Right. So this is Clear Forks Shops. I've been here several times. We're gonna pull up to Luna here pretty soon. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. Please subscribe. Look at this old school Mercedes right here. Look at that. That's old school right there. Look at the antenna. My mom used to have a tan station wagon Mercedes from the 1980s. My dad was a millionaire. Deltone Jewelry, which is very similar in developing photography. Jewelry and photography, it's very, very simple. But my dad, they're from Georgia. My dad had an 8mm camera. You know how Spielberg talks about the 8mm camera and the Fablemans? My dad had a similar kind of camera. He filmed my sister and I. We were on footage when we were little kids. We were playing on a swing set. Then he developed the footage, and he showed it to us on a sheet. He put the sheet up in the living room, and he did the projector, and we could see ourselves playing on a swing set. It was really interesting. It was the first time I thought I saw filmmaking. It was from my dad. He developed it, and then he got the stuff back in the mail. He put it in the little 8mm thing. It turned into a projector, so the camera would turn into a projector. He projected onto a sheet. And there was my sister and I playing on this swing set, running around like for all of time in this little 35mm. No, it wasn't 35. It was 8mm film. It could have been 35. I don't know. My dad would know. It was 8mm. I'm pretty sure. It was a small, it wasn't like a big Omni screen looking thing in the living room or whatever. It was normal kind of sheet size. It's the size of a bed sheet. The screen that would, for the projection. I think then I was introduced to filmmaking. And then the second time I was reminded was my Uncle John. He had a book that he was drawing in. And he made this like little movie out of these stick figures. And he turned the page and he would draw another stick figure, and turn the page and draw another stick figure. And he'd turn the page and draw another stick figure in a different position. And the stick figure would move around. And then Uncle John's a genius. He's part of the Libertarian Party too, but beware. But he would sit there and he'd flip through it, and the little stick figure would fly down the side of the page. I can do this stuff today. Fly down the side of the page and go through this little circle, and it was like diving. And I looked at it and I was like, that's filmmaking, But in my mind, at the time I was thinking, why am I seeing this? And I was being introduced to filmmaking over and over again. Like it was coming back to me within my own family. Like I was supposed to do this. Anyway, that's the Clear Forks sign right there. Isn't that cool? All right, we're here. We're gonna go to Luna. It's a grill place to pick up your food. Actually, to be honest, I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna really worry about it. Sometimes I bring like a little, there's some dogs over this way. I bring some, they had a mutt thing over there where you can like bring your dog and get coffee with your dog. It's called Mutts. It's like on the other side of these huge apartments. What I was gonna say was, people are kind of looking at me strange because I'm talking on the phone. They probably can tell this guy's a vlogger. They kind of have like a half smirk on their face, like the humility. But see, a long time ago, they flogged one another, sitting around with a whip, like flogging their back. They just changed it to a V, like vlog. It's like whipping their back like this over and over again. Those Augustine monks from the Catholic Church, which I'm not. I promise I'm not Catholic. What was I talking about? Oh, everything but water. Right here. That's what I was talking about. Everything but water. Pandora. Luna Grill's like, it's like Asian food. Then there was something that I was talking about though. I was trying to figure something out. We're gonna come across some acorns over to the right. I'm not talking about Wall Street. There's Luna Grill. Yeah, I wrote on the squirrel children's story, Mid-Cities Boulevard Squirrels. I actually continued on with the East, so that's a sequel one. So it's East Mid-City Boulevard Squirrel with Timmy, Johnny, and Lucy. And Edmund the Cat, which is the character in the children's story. Oh, thank you. And this is the price? Thank you. All right, got it. A little bit of Coke Zero, too. It's a $197 package. Probably about $20 package. This is like $197 worth of food right here that I'm carrying. A little under $200. That's how much this package is. I was doing Postmates, though. I've been dropping off like iPhones that were like $1,000 back in the day. That makes you sweat. Or like an iMac, like a $2,000 iMac. Like, I don't want to lose this. Hey, how you doing? It's a Lexus. Probably about $75,000 Lexus. And check this out too. I got the Clear Fork Shops. You want to earn up to 3% back on your Simon Centers. Up to 5% back on the American Express. Yeah, I need to pay my American Express, by the way. The Propel card. It's about a $3,000 American Express card. The one I have. All the way from Arkansas. All right, guys. We got your $197 worth of Luna Grill, which is a lot of Asian food. We're going to go 3.7 miles. It'll take 11 minutes to get there. Our arrival time is 6:56 in the PM, as in post-meridium. I made that up. Post-meridium. Dinner is a good time to do this kind of stuff because your dinner rush is when you make your big money. That's why I say post-meridium. You want to do it in the post-meridium. If you want to do the AM rush, you'll make less money, and the lunch is, you know, a lot of movement with little money. But this is where you get your tips, and you want to do it in the evening. And also check out my Skinny Pete. I do Skinny Pete and Friends teleplay. I do those every once in a while. So I'm advancing that. We'll be writing it. I didn't take any photos of the note cards though. Yeah, I made some note cards. That's okay though. I remember the photo in my head. I kind of have a photographic memory in a way. Now, this will be when Kim Wexler and James McGill go to True Blue Hilton. There's a Samsung TV involved, a Bible. There's Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca playing on the TV underneath the whole scene. So I'll just write that down so we can hear it. It can be any part of Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca's movie, really, as long as it's playing underneath. And there'll be some dialogue mentioning that. The note card, I did not take a photo of it, but I did write it down. And you know what? I think I might have put it in the vlog. So it may be in the last night vlog. So what I'll probably do is go back and look at it. And it's on the YouTube channel. All right, so it'll be the continuation tonight of Skinny Pete and Friends, a sequel to Better Call Saul. It's a teleplay. So it's really Skinny and Pete and Friends, or Skinny, sorry. We got to get the words right, because if I get the words wrong, I get in trouble. Skinny Pete and Friends teleplay. a sequel to Better Call Saul. We'll be working on that tonight. I'm doing the screenplay. All right? I'll be doing a reading too, like I usually do. I do a little reading, a section of the reading. All right. We'll be there very soon. I'll drop off your Asian food. Make it very clear that Skinny Pete and Friends is a sequel. All right? It's after James McGill is freed from prison, okay? And has to run from the cartel. So it's a sequel. It's a continuation. It's taking place like pretty much like right now. It's advancement. These guys have like iPhone Pro 14s and stuff in it, okay? And they drive an electric Porsche. We're talking about Skinny Pete and Friends. They're like almost billionaires. They're very rich, okay? And they're in New York. They have a townhome in New York. And they have an electric Porsche. And they drive around together. They still hang out together. But they're like very rich. They're like drinking coffee in Times Square, talking to guitar players and giving them money and stuff. But they do have power. But James McGill comes back as a born-again Christian, okay? I'm just being downright. He goes into prison and he learns about Jesus Christ, James McGill. And he comes back and he's speaking the word of God. And it's kind of funny, you know, because we know Slippin' Jimmy is a bad guy. But he's trying to help Kim Wexler. Because Kim Wexler is kind of like a common law wife kind of thing. I don't want to get into the whole partnership of Kim Wexler and James McGill, like what their orientation is, and are they just a partnership? Are they really married? You know, that kind of thing. But he's kind of trying to help her, but at the same time, he's trying to help Skinny Pete and Friends, especially Skinny Pete and Badger, because Kim Wexler doesn't have any children. And James McGill, to my knowledge, doesn't either. I don't know for sure. You know, I mean, I have to go look. Vince Gilligan would know, and I don't know what Vince Gilligan's going to do. I guess I'll meet him in court. But the thing is that, you know, maybe I could get a hold of Bob Odenkirk and he can act as my lawyer. He knows enough about law. He could probably do it if he passed the bar. Give him a speed trial lesson off YouTube on how to be a lawyer. You probably can. You could probably go on YouTube and become a lawyer, you know, by going through the law classes that are given to you on YouTube and listen to lawyers talk and talk about the bar. It's only memorization of a series of documents and knowing what law is. It's like anything else, you know. You memorize certain things and you commit it to memory, and then you pass the bar. It's probably 99% memory. And then you next thing you know, you're a lawyer. You know, I'm not saying that Bob Odenkirk should do that. He's a good actor. He's a good writer. He's creative. He's wonderful. But it's funny, you know. Cole Spivey takes on Vince Gilligan in court and uses Bob Odenkirk as his lawyer. That's not going to happen. But nevertheless, if Bob Odenkirk decides, is that how you say his name? Bob Odenkirk? It's a weird name. If he decides to take on this, you know, Skinny Pete and Friends, he's not going to be the lead guy. This is not Better Call Saul like that you think it would be, okay? It is a sequel to Better Call Saul. So, yes, James McGill is a big part of it. But really, it's continuation of Skinny Pete and Friends. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking Skinny Pete and Friends, or Skinny Pete and Badger. Oh, come on. You know, there's people walking and stuff, you know? Those people with the dogs who got killed. He's going far faster than... Look how fast I'm going. You know, 30 is good. Okay. All right. What I'm trying to say is that James McGill, Saul Goodman, Slippin' Jimmy, Hustler Charlie, or Charlie Hustler, Hustler Charlie, he is going to have to be in it. You know, he doesn't have to be like the starring guy that's always in and everything. But Skinny Pete and Badger, it's an advancement of them. So we could probably get information about Skinny Pete and Badger and their history. And Vince Gilligan probably has some of this. But if, you know, I don't know. Okay, look, I'm looking on everyone's horizon, okay? And Kim Wexler does have a Vince Gilligan project on her horizon. If you go look at Internet Movie Database. Rhea Seehorn, sorry. Rhea Seehorn, who played Kim Wexler, has a Vince Gilligan project on her horizon. It says so. So I don't know what that project is. But I don't know if it's going to advance Skinny Pete and Friends. But I know that there's another movie that did advance at least Skinny Pete, which was a continuation of Better Call Saul, which did advance him and Netflix. The El Camino movie. So Charles Baker's career was advanced on a Netflix series called El Camino, which is the continuation of Breaking Bad. We're by a golf course right here. We're going to drop off your $197 worth of food. Now, I'm going to double check this puppy, too. Probably distant cousins or so from the Mexican cartel. No, I'm joking. No, but I'm just saying that the cartel's also going to be probably, the character, is probably going to be involved because they've probably helped Skinny Pete and Badger advance their career and put James McGill away because he knows stuff about him or something, So we have to find out why, for one thing, James McGill's freed. And that's probably why he's so religious, because him being out in the public and being known is just as dangerous as him being in prison. He could be killed in prison just as fast as he could be killed at a True Blue Hilton. But he's not going to be. No spoilers. He's not going to be killed. James McGill's going to survive it. But we're going to have to do some digging. There's going to be some digging to find out, for one thing, why was he freed so quick? Why is he back with Kim Wexler? We have to do some digging. So these things take time. So we got the note cards now. But there'll be clues. There's a lot of clues in the dialogue. Yeah, obviously this is them. I hope. This is $197 worth of food. So... Hi. Thank you. All right. We're going to Jimbo's Tacos. We're going to pick up your tacos and drop them off at your doorstep. Jimbo Tacos has the El Gordo tacos. And don't forget the ground beef. There's ground beef tacos as well. Got to get those quesadillas. Anyway, we'll be there pretty soon. And the time is going to be 7:14 is the arrival, or we switched over. Hang on for a minute. We're going back this way. 6.5 miles, 12 minutes. We'll be there at 7:14 in the PM. It's best, and I think this is some stuff that James McGill may say to Kim Wexler, and it's from his own heart, his own words, but it's best to love your enemy. You can't kill your enemy with hatred. You can only advance them. You have to love your enemy to kill them. You have to love them. It's the only way. It's kind of like what they say kill them with kindness, you know? Kill them with kindness, you know? You're almost saying, in a way, kill them with love. You can only kill with a loving heart. You cannot destroy your enemy by hating them. You can only help them. So they should teach that in law school, shouldn't they, Slippin' Jimmy? He was just being real. Jimboy Tacos 1954 ways. You're like, worse than autocorrect. So Jimbo's Tacos is established in 1954. Right there. You don't understand that? Get help. It's a Jimbo's like taco place. They do tacos. Jimboys! I'm gonna go pick up your tacos and drop them off at your door. So I gotta order them now. So they're claiming to be the original American taco going back to 1954. Information, the original American taco was born. And it goes all the way to Taco Nation was formed. It's fresh quality. Lake established Tahoe. Oh, I see. Lake Tahoe is where it all came from. Thought it was Lake established. It was Lake Tahoe established, I say. Well, they're the masters of glare. There we go. Okay. Y'all use Equinox? What does it say here? It says it somewhere. Oh yeah, it does. Equinox.